Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu rasulillah. Here is a golden principle to remember when you communicate with others. Be a mirror. Be a mirror. This principle comes from a hadith of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ when he said, Al-mu'min mir'atu al-mu'min. Believers are like mirrors. You see, a mirror is a very special thing. It has some special qualities. Mirror, number one, is very approachable. You see, anyone can go up to a mirror. Mirror is not going to say to you, hey, you don't earn $1 million, don't come in front of my face. Anyone can walk up to a mirror and it will reflect, it will do its job. So be that person at home, at school, at work, be that person that's very approachable. When people come to your presence, they should feel that warmth and that welcomeness. They shouldn't, when they come to you, they shouldn't feel this apprehension. Be that person that's so approachable, anyone and everyone that comes in your presence. Number two, mirror is extremely trustworthy. You see, when you go up to a mirror and you fix your tie, or you fix your hair, and you checked out how your skin is doing, and you leave, and say your friend walks up to the mirror, or your wife walks up, or some other relative, your image doesn't stay there. See, you were there, you did your thing, you left, and the mirror erased everything, as if you were not even there. Some people come to you and they talk to you. They share about their life, they share about their work, they share about their family. Be that mirror. When they leave, as if no one ever came to you. Not like you just pick up the phone and start gossiping about it. You know, there was an interesting study done where a researcher showed a video clip of someone gossiping about another person. And then they had the audience write down what they thought the characteristic of the person who was gossiping. And interestingly, all the negative thing that the person was gossiping said about the other person, the listeners, they associated with this gossiper. It's called the spontaneous character transference. Automatically people associate with the gossip that you do. So it doesn't really help you. And obviously backbiting is haram in Islam. And so be that trustworthy mirror. Number two, the mirror is very trustworthy. Number three, mirror, as you come closer to it, it gives you more details. So when people are closer to you, you give them more. When they're a little far from you, you know that what your relationship is. You're very aware. You don't go up to a random person or someone you met the first time, you start criticizing them, giving them really harsh criticism. You don't do that because you understand, okay, there's a level of relationship. You're very attuned to the sensitivity. So as you get close to it, you know I could give more. As you are a little far, you know I have to keep it a little more general. And that's what a mirror does. Number four, mirror gives you positive and negative. It's very fair. Just because the mirror likes you, it doesn't give you only positives. You know, sometimes someone is our friend or someone is our relative, and so we just only talk positive. But a mirror is very amazing. It doesn't care if it is very fair. It always gives you the positives and the negatives. It will tell you the pimple over here, or it will tell you, you know what, the tie looks very good on you. And finally, number five, mirror is very gentle. You see, when you go to a mirror and you're looking at your hair, looking at your tie, looking at your shirt, the mirror gives you advice. It tells you, you know what, your shirt really doesn't match. Or it says, you know what, your tie really needs to get fixed. Or your hairline is a little off. Mirror tells you that. Mirror gives you advice. It doesn't even say a word. Isn't that amazing? It doesn't even say a word. It gives you advice, but no words. Be that gentle. Don't be that person that someone comes to you and then you just talk down at them and you just give them long speeches. No. Mirror gives advice. It doesn't even say a word. So gentle. And finally, number six, mirror reflects. Reflects. See, when you go to a mirror, mirror doesn't give you a long speech. It doesn't give you a talk. It doesn't give you a lecture. It doesn't read a book to you. When you go to it, it just shows you who you are. You know, it's amazing. I travel, I speak at a lot of colleges, and I get emails from students at the college, and they'll say, Brother Muhammad, I'm going through this, and I'm having this issue, and they'll write me a long essay. I read the long essay, then I reply back, saying, sister, I think you're going through this. It seems like you're feeling this, and it seems like you're having this issue. I just summarized and reflected back to them what they told me. And I kid you not, they sent me back emails saying, Muhammad, Jazakallah khair, this is the best advice I ever got. I said, I didn't even give you advice, in my head. I'm like, I didn't even give you advice. But just the fact that someone is able to take what they said, put it in their heart, and synthesize for them and send it back to them, it was enough to help them, enough to heal them. You see, when people come to you with their issues, when people talk to you, be that mirror. Just reflect back what they're saying so that they know you understand them. And that will do you magic. If you want to be a good communicator, so this is the golden rule you need to remember. be a mirror when you communicate with people at home, at school, at work. Be the mirror by number 1, being approachable. Be the mirror by number 2, being very trustworthy. Number 3, give the positive, give the negative. Be fair. Number 4 is to be able to give overview and give detail. Number 5 is to be gentle when you approach and you talk and speak and listen to others. And number 6, be reflective. Do reflect on other people saying. Reflect their content, reflect their feeling, and you will do magic in your communication when you speak and you listen. Jazakumullah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh.